of the conservation plan and is considering its continuation in the coming period based on technical evaluations.
To shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to have with us over the phone our dear guest, Dr. Ahmed Kattab, Professor of Economics. Good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon to all of you.
Well, Dr. Kattab, what is the significance of increasing 3.3% increase in the electricity generation alongside the reduced fuel use?
Yes, the increase by 3.3 in electricity generation alongside reduction or reduce of fuel uses, this indicates a major improvement in energy efficiency. Egypt is generating more electricity while consuming less fuel, which reduce costs, limit imports, and lower environmental impact. It reflects the better management, modern technology, and optimized power plant performance. The minister is relying on a mix of strategic diversifying energy source, including renewable energy. We have been banned solar energy power. It's ideal model for solar energy power, reducing electricity from the sun. And this is in Egypt have a lot of international associations like International Fund and World Bank. Thanks to Egypt because it's been banned is ideal success industry of electricity in the Middle East and North Africa. Also improving grid efficiency, maintaining a fuel reserve, and upgrading infrastructure. This is ensure continued supply even during peak demand or external shocks. Also, the consumer and the Egyptian citizens have considered a key factor is the success of the plan, because energy conservation starts at the consumer level. Rationalization, consumption like reducing unnecessary electricity use direct to ease pressure on the grid and lower national fuel consumption. Public awareness is essential for success. So thank you by the name of all Egyptians to all Egyptian citizens for most saving in the energy sector, especially safety in our room. Also, the government decides whether to continue this measure. The government also will evaluate based on measurable results, reduction in fuel consumption, cost saving, stability of supply, and public confidence. If the policy prove efficiency economically and socially, they will likely continue. The Egyptian government makes daily appraisal of the daily use of electricity in Egypt, and every Egyptian citizen consumption daily, and we try all time to make cost saving of the use of electricity. Long-term impacts including lower energy import bills, improve physical stability, reducing emission, and increase sustainability. It also strengthens energy security and support economic resilience. I think also this is a very strong indicator of the improved efficiency. It means Egypt is producing more electricity with a fewer resource while reduce costs, limit fuel, improve, and enhancing sustainability. In a simple term, we are getting more output with less input. The minister also ensuring that stability of electricity supply. The Minister of Electricity working on diversifying energy sources, especially renewable energy like wind energy and wind also energy sector, while upgrading the grid and maintaining a strategic fuel reserve. This is integrated approach ensuring a stable supply even during a peak demand period. Because our consumption behavior matter, when citizens rationalize electricity use, it directly reduces pressure on the system and helps the government achieve its energy saving target.
Yes.
It will depend mainly on performance of indicator, mainly fuel saving, cost reduction, service stability, and the public response. If there is a result are positive, this measure will likely to be sustainable. The strength energy security, reduce financial burden on state, and support environmental sustainability, making the economic more resilient in long term. And Minister of Finance also, Ahmed project has adopted a balanced approach focusing on fiscal discipline while stimulating growth. through supporting production, export, and the private sector participation. By offering incentives to investors, simplifying procedures, improving a business climate, and supporting industrial and export sectors to boost competitiveness.
Yes.
Because the private sector drive a job creation, innovation, and productivity, greater investment, reducing pressure on public finance, and accelerate economic growth. So, in the same time, the government supports the energy sector related to industry in order to start working all time we need to ensure energy availability and the price stability, especially in the global volatility. This support protects both citizens and key industry from sudden cost shocks. So Egypt try to make it stable of the price because it will reflect directly to the field of industry and also to Egyptian citizen satisfaction. Efficient energy network reduce losses and the cost, while modern transport systems facilitate trade, reduce logistics expense, and attract investment. What is also it means the government resecure price in advance to protect the budget from global oil price fluctuation, essentially reducing the financial risk. Because stability, transparency, and strong infrastructure are key factors, investors look for this reform send a positive signal to the market and the international community to come and invest in Egypt. Key challenges including global economic uncertainty, inflation pressure, and ensuring public acceptance of reform. In the short term, there may be adjustment, but in long term, citizens will benefit from a stronger economy, better services, and more job opportunities. I think also this is reflect a structural shift toward a higher energy efficiency. We're talking about better utilization of generation assets, especially combined cycle power plants, where efficiency can exceed 60%. 3.3 increase with lower fuel consumption means Egypt is saving hundreds of millions of dollars in fuel imports annually, while also reducing carbon emissions. That is a dual economic and environmental gain. So thank you to the government for this achievement, and thank you to Minister of Electricity in Egypt and all the cabinet working together to support each other. The strategy is also built on three pillars. First pillar, diversification, including solar and wind expansion. Second, grade modernization, reducing technical losses that historically reached 10 to 12%. Third, fuel security through strategic reserve and low LNG imports when needed. This creates a resilient system capable of handling shocks. Because demand side management is as just and important as supply. So citizen behavior directly translated into national savings and system stability. The government is data-driven. A key indicator included fuel savings, billion of EGB annually, reduction in peak load. If this methods improve, the policy become permanent. So thank you to Egyptian government and thank you to all the cabinet working together to support Egyptian citizens by electricity and also supporting all industry by electricity.
Yes, I thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your valuable information, Dr. Ahmed Kattab, Professor of Economics. We really had the pleasure to have this phone with you. Well, with this, my dear viewers, we come to the end of this episode of our program, Cairo Local Time. My name is Ahmed. Thank you for watching.